Islam Makhachev's coach, Javier Mendez, says Usman Nurmagomedov is the most talented fighter he's ever trained, even more talented than the great Khabib Nurmagomedov. I see Usman as being the pound for pound the greatest fighter myself. He's got all the attributes. He's the most talented I've ever trained, coach told Red Corner MMA. Mendez added, whether he goes to the UFC or not, I don't know if it's gonna matter, as long as he keeps showing people how great he is. To me, if he never goes to the UFC, great. He's still going to be regarded as one of the great ones. He will. You watch. He will be regarded as one of the great ones because what he does in that cage is like nobody. I've never seen anybody do the transitions, the movement that he does. He's unbelievable. And he's only 26. He's only getting better. Usman himself says there's only one thing standing in the way of him conquering the UFC, and that's his relationship with Makhachev. The undefeated Dagestani recently mapped out a plan for his career, which includes allowing his training partner to achieve everything he wants in MMA's premier promotion. In 2 years, once Makhachev is done, Usman plans to join the UFC's lightweight division. I'm waiting for Islam to finish his career, and then I will sign with the UFC, Nurmagomedov told Guerrilla Energy. I think if we get it right, we'll be fighting in the UFC at 28. I'm 26 years old right now. 2 years, I'll get stronger, and that's it. Go into the UFC at 28 and compete until I'm 32. PFL and Bellator boss Don Davis isn't overly worried about losing one of his prized assets, as he's convinced he's got time to change Usman's mind. He told MMA Fighting, my goal is to make my man Usman successful, financially rich, and a champion, so that in 2 years he forgets he even says this today. I think we're in a great position to keep him happy. I think 2 years is infinite time in the fighting world, and I say we can all talk about this question in 2 years. In a recent appearance on Adam Zuba's YouTube channel, the undefeated phenom Khamzat Chimaev reacted to Ilia Topuria's knockout finish of Max Holloway. Khamzat pointed out how he's happy for Ilia and the country of Georgia for having champions in 2 different weight classes now. Khamzat's teammate Guram Kutataladze is close friends with the featherweight champ Topuria. Chimaev revealed that Guram once brought Ilia to the gym and they sparred. Quote, he tried to go hard, so I cracked him hard a couple of times and took him down. I'm not gonna say what happened afterwards. It isn't necessary. Following the first report by the Young and Faded MMA Society, this incident stirred up wild reactions from the MMA community. Topuria and Chimaev are arguably 2 of the sport's biggest stars at the moment, and the last thing we'd want to see is either one of them getting seriously injured. Dana White was asked about this incident at UFC Edmonton post-fight press conference after Brandon Moreno's win over Amir Albazi.
I don't know if anybody expected him to do what he did. You don't know what to expect from that guy. He's an absolute fucking freak of nature. It is what it is. It happened. I say it all the time. Gentlemen, we are in the fight business. We're in the fight business, and these are the things that happen. It just blows my mind. Yeah.
Shavkat Rakhmonov slams down Ian Garry's bold challenge, scoffing at the talk of a future showdown and daring Garry to come for his undefeated record. Shavkat finds himself in a strange spot right now. He last stepped into the cage in December, where he scored an impressive submission over veteran Stephen Thompson at UFC 296. That win set him up for a title shot against Belal Muhammad for the welterweight belt, but now that fight's off the table. Earlier this month, Belal Muhammad withdrew from his UFC 310 bout due to injury, leaving Rakhmonov on the card without an opponent. Today, Rakhmonov suggested former champion Kamaru Usman as a possible replacement for December. Earlier in the week, Ian Garry also threw his hat in the ring, offering to face Rakhmonov, though he was soon booked to fight Joaquin Buckley that same month. During a recent appearance on Ariel Helwani's show, Shavkat said he'd be open to a showdown with Garry, but only after claiming UFC gold. To be honest, I don't care. Shavkat told Helwani, I am ready if it's going to be him after he wins his next fight. If it is, it could be good for both of us. We can do it. He can try and take my 0, but I know the same thing is going to happen. That's happened in the training. I'm just going to keep it the same way, and I'm pretty confident that I could beat him. You know, it was just training. I don't want to praise myself too much. It's just training, but I feel comfortable with how the training went. Whether it was striking or the ground, I felt comfortable and in control. I'm pretty confident in this matchup. Rakhmonov's comments show that he's focused on the title first and sees Garry as more of a potential future matchup than an immediate priority. As for the interest in a Rakhmonov versus Garry matchup, absolutely. Both are undefeated, dynamic strikers, and they each bring a unique style to the cage. It's also a classic clash of personalities. Rakhmonov's calm, composed demeanor contrasts with Garry's brash confidence. Fans would love the build-up, and a showdown between them could be explosive, especially if a title or top contender spot is on the line. Dustin Poirier seemingly approves of Max Holloway trilogy fight for The Last Dance. A recent tweet from Dustin hints at his interest in facing Max Holloway for his final UFC fight. Holloway, coming off a tough loss to Ilia Topuria at UFC 308, made history as Topuria became the first fighter to finish him. Dustin hasn't stepped into the octagon since his lightweight title shot at UFC 302 in June, where he lost to Islam Makhachev via 5th round submission. After that bout, he teased retirement but later confirmed plans for one last fight. The big question remains, who will it be? In recent months, Poirier has considered a range of opponents for his swan song, including Nate Diaz and Justin Gaethje. However, a Twitter exchange regarding a bout with Holloway for the BMF title seemed to gain his approval, sparking excitement over a potential showdown. The two first faced off at UFC 143 in February 2012, where Holloway fell short against Dustin via submission. 7 years later, they met again for the interim lightweight title at UFC 236, with Poirier handing Holloway a unanimous decision loss, a back-and-forth fight where the two threw down in an epic battle. Magomed Ankalaev tells Alex Pereira to keep running. "I'm gonna beat Alex and I will give him immediate rematch as he deserves." Ankalaev wrote on social media, "I will stop him back-to-back Chama. He lost 10 times when I beat him. This is gonna be something very normal for him. He's a good loser and I'll make it easy. For him, he knows how to give up." Ankalaev also blamed Pereira for not accepting a short notice fight against him at UFC 310, which just lost its main event. "Fake news, I'm the only one who is ready for December, but he deserves rest," he wrote, "willing to fight everyone short notice, but with me, he knows he has to be ready. He's not stupid. I asked my manager if the UFC needs me for December 7th. I am all in, let's go," he continued. "I was offered 3 dates, December, February, and March, and I agreed to all 3 dates. I have to win by KO. I have no problem. It is condition. I promise all my friends I'm going to punish this guy. I will knock him out," Ankalaev wrote under a video of Pereira visiting his ancestral tribe in Brazil. "Focus on MMA. Voodoo is not going to help you, my son. Who guys want to see me fight next? Nice try, Ali Abdelaziz. We all know it's Ankalaev's manager who's controlling these tweets." Fight fans, in the highly anticipated matchup between Magomed Ankalaev and Alex Pereira, who do you think comes out on top? Both fighters brought their A game in their last outing, showcasing incredible skills and determination. Will it be Ankalaev's grappling prowess that'll earn him the edge against Alex, or will Pereira's striking power steal the show? Share your thoughts and breakdowns of the fight below. Let's discuss. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for daily MMA news.